So a cow, a chicken, the COVID crisis, and a local animal sanctuary added up, and that's part of Down to Earth tonight.
It sounded like you were going to start to tell a joke.
I know.
Here's Dagmar now with more, though, on an issue that people may not be aware of. Dagmar.
A cow, a chicken, walk into a bar, right? So this is okay. This is a rather important story, though, because there are roughly 300 what are known as micro sanctuaries in San Diego, and basically they're small-scale, personally run facilities that care for animals that are in need, that have been abandoned in some way. So these micro sanctuaries have really been hit hard this last year because of the COVID lockdown. So these organizations really need our help just to try to survive now and into the future. Take a look at this very special one called Libby Lou's. Near the end of a long dirt road in Boulevard, there's another dirt road that leads to Libby Lou's safe haven. This small cow sanctuary has a new addition, a tiny 10-week-old calf, a bull named Augie Norman.
He arrived at midnight last night at my house with his BFF, Loretta Lynn, the chicken.
Augie Norman and Loretta Lynn do everything together. A cow and a chicken might seem like a strange pairing, but the founder of this sanctuary, Lori Bevan, says that is not the case.
Animals aren't really like people. They don't judge. They don't see differences. They just see kindness and friendship.
It's a beautiful friendship with a horrifying backstory.
He was facing not a good end, let's just put it that way.
Augie Norman was born in a Northern California dairy.
Female calves are kept alive. Male calves have no use, so they are discarded.
Fortunately, animal activists got in there, rescued Augie from the dairy, and took him to a foster home, where he immediately bonded with Loretta Lynn. A few weeks later, the cow and the chicken were transported to their forever home at Libby Lou's and added to the sanctuary's growing animal population.
Including the dogs and cats, 29.
Lori takes care of all these cows basically by herself. It costs about $40,000 a year to run Libby Lou's, and it's fully funded only on donations.
Every penny that comes into Libby Lou's goes to the animals.
Unfortunately, during COVID, all that money dried up. No sanctuary tours, no visitors, no fundraising.
COVID turned our world upside down. Fundraising is hard in a good year, but in a COVID year where people have lost their jobs, they're struggling, they don't have the extra money that they normally might want to donate. They can't. They have to save it for groceries and stuff like that, their bills.
To help make it through this tough time, Lori found a lifeline in Annie Peterson.
Lori is the perfect example of the human-animal bond and why we do what we do.
Dr. Annie created Animal Bond Academy, a digital outreach effort to raise awareness and funds for San Diego's small sanctuaries that are suffering so greatly during this COVID lockdown.
These animals have saved so many people's lives, and this is just a great way to then turn around and help them have the happiest lives they can possibly have.
Both Annie and Lori say that small sanctuaries are all about the concept that one person really can make a difference.
I'm going to get off, my butt, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to make a difference. You're not going to change the world, but you know what? You're changing the lives for that one or two animals. You better believe it.
Dr. Annie Peterson does such a great job. So does Libby Lou's, the founder of Libby Lou's. There are so many more organizations out there. So for more on the Animal Bond Academy, check out NBC.com. You can go there, find out information about Libby Lou's and any of the other number of small organizations that are under that umbrella of the Animal Bond Academy. Thank you, Dr. Annie Peterson, and thank you, founder of Libby Lou's. You did a wonderful job with Augie Norman and Loretta Lynn the chicken. And that just quickly brings to mind that I'd heard once that humans should be judged based on how they treat those that are at our mercy. And it makes me think every day, how will you and I be judged? It includes the two-legged and the four-legged kind that are at our mercy. Okay, we're going to take a look at something that's happening outside right now. And that is beautiful.